say the world's first, some of you may be aware of our predecessor, Jurassic Park. Now, I've no doubt that you may have heard some stories about something that went on there in the 1990s. I'd like to clarify something right now. The animals we have here are all herbivores. It was deemed that after the Jurassic Park incident that hosting carnivores was too big of a risk. So for that reason all the animals we have here eat only plants, so everyone will be perfectly safe. I'd also like to mention quickly the fact that the park is named Jurassic World. Now, some of the animals you're going to be seeing today are not from the Jurassic period, they're from the Triassic or Cretaceous period. The reason for that is that we didn't think Triassic, Jurassic and Cretaceous Park quite rolled off the tongue in the same way. Also, we wanted to give a little nod to our sister park, Jurassic Park. Now, if you're all ready, we're going to start the tour now. And we're going to see quite a few different dinosaurs today. Now, what I would ask is that everyone remain as quiet as possible. That's why I'm whispering. We have these animals in a very calm state, and any sudden noises or loud bangs, anything like that, can get them a little bit worried. That's why we try to remain as quiet as possible. So you'll notice on the right there's a group of Gallimimuses hurrying past. If you look very closely, you'll see them just beyond those trees there. Now, Gallimimus actually translates as chicken or rooster mimic. Now, that's why you may find them a little hard to spot, because they are very small animals, very nervous, very quick and very quiet. Now, that's why we have to be very quiet too, because if we're too loud, we'll scare them away. Now, if we head through this clearing here, you'll notice someone who is not quiet or difficult to spot, and that is Bernie, our resident Diplodocus. Now, he is over 25 feet tall, weighs over 10 tons, so the cars that you drove here today, he weighs about 10 of them, but despite that, he's very calm. He's a very, very quiet guy. Oh, okay, way to prove me wrong there, Bernie. He's usually very quiet, and he's very peaceful. He doesn't like to make trouble, despite being a very, very big guy. He's a gentle giant for sure. Now, we just have a little drive ahead to get to the next group of animals, so I'll tell you a little bit about myself in the meantime. My name is Chris. I was born in London. At a very young age I moved to Australia. When I was in Australia, when I wasn't surfing and partying, I worked with wild sharks. So I would swim out and put tags on the sharks and monitor their eating and moving habits, that kind of thing. Now, obviously the guys we're working with here are a little bit bigger, but I actually feel much safer working with these dinosaurs than I did with those sharks. Not because the sharks would attack you or anything like that, but you never quite know what they're thinking. The fact that these guys are herbivores makes it a lot more easy to work with them, because you kind of know that they're not going to do anything crazy or unexpected. Now, on the left we're coming up ugliest dinosaur. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Yeah. The kids are laughing. I told you the kids would laugh. But, sorry again, parents, it's educational, but the kids love it. Now, we've got one more guy to see, and we're going to see him just by this lake over here. That's where he usually hangs out. Yep, he's getting a drink of water. And that is Mr. Stegosaurus. Now this guy we call Phil. I don't know why we call him Phil. There's a new guy just arrived. Grady, they call him. He just got here. He gets kind of a hard time around here because we all say that he looks like Andy from Parks and Recreation. But he seems like a good guy, so he just got here and he named this Stegosaurus Phil. And what we've got just around this clearing, you're going to see, that's right, there we go, get your R's ready. We've got a baby Stegosaurus. Now this is Jelly. She's only about 8 weeks old, and we think that she's actually the first dinosaur born in several hundreds of millions of years, so Jelly's pretty special, and believe you me, she knows she's pretty special. When you go in to bottle feed her, if she's crying that she wants some more feeding, she acts like she's all that, but we love her, so it's fine. Now, the Stegosaurus may look kind of dangerous, but those plates that are mounted on its back, they are actually not the impressive weapons that they look like. They are extremely flimsy, and if a predator did attack them, if there were any predators around, they could actually be broken off quite easily. So, what is the purpose of those plates? I'll tell you. The purpose of those plates is that they are designed to look scary. So really, Stegosauruses, they're just big softies. But if they have to look scary, they will flush blood into those plates to make this dark, kind of scary colouring, this dark pattern. And that's one of their defence mechanisms. And it's kind of good that they have a defence mechanism like that, because does anybody know how big a Stegosaurus's brain is? Anyone? Size of a fist? Not bad. Good guess. Not right. Size of a human brain? Another good guess. Again, not right. A Stegosaurus brain is the size of a walnut. So these guys are cute, but they're not the smartest guys around. They're not the sharpest tools in the shed. So I was hoping we were going to see some of the other animals, but it looks like some of them